In this training session, we're going to run through the process of preparing an appraisal for your owner. Appraisals can be done for a variety of different reasons. In relation to the material we're about to show you, the difference between an appraisal and an appraisal with a Form 6 attached, so in other words selling the property, is simply the Form 6 and a paragraph in the standard email that we provide you. It's important to understand what the appraisal is for, whether it is simply to get an idea of what the market is doing, or if they're thinking of selling the property, as the information you provide might go into greater detail in relation to what the current market is actively doing in relation to the properties that are currently on the market. It's very important for us to understand the position of the owner, so we can ensure we're going to provide them with the right information, but also the information they're truly chasing. So in order to get the process started, we're going to produce our standard email and effectively work from that standard email to then produce our suburb flyers, flyovers and subsequently CMAs. In getting this process started, we need to be logging into RH Scout, which is this program here, using your password list that's been provided to you that looks like this. To locate our standard email, we simply go to the Documents section of RH Scout into the on-site sales library. The email that we are chasing is located under the on-site sales documents link by clicking here. And in the search menu, we're looking for a how-to guide, so we type in HT for how-to, and the list of documents available to us will be populated. A lot of these documents will be important to you at the time of preparing a property for sale. The document we're chasing today is the pricing email. Simply click on the pricing email here, the HT pricing email, and click on the link here to download the document. Once the download is complete and you've opened the document, you should find a document that looks like this. This document is broken into several parts in relation to the appraisal. In which case, in some cases, if you're doing an appraisal, some parts of this letter you can simply delete and remove, whilst if you're doing the full appraisal through to the Form 6, you'll probably use this email in its entirety. In relation to the opening paragraph highlighted here, it simply refers to the two main components of completing a market opinion on a property, that is the size of the market that they're currently in and the competition that they're facing. So in part 1, which is the most critical part in relation to the appraisal, if they're wondering what their price should sell at if they're not considering selling the property, then certainly having an idea in relation to this report here is probably fairly important. That is the number of people coming into the area to buy the property, and subsequently the activity that we'd expect to see on the property should it go to market. The second component of this email goes into the size of the market that they'd be competing against. This information is simply provided through the utilisation of realestate.com in relation to the overall market size. Beyond that is the current competition. This section here is highlighting their direct competition within that market space. This is simply highlighting the most comparable properties that are currently on the market to the property in question that is about to be listed. It is all of this information provided that will give you an accurate assessment on not only where the property should sell at, but also where the property should be listed at for sale. Quite often the two can be very different. Should this appraisal be going for a property that is going up for sale, then the important part of the email is to ensure that the bottom part is left in, that we have attached the Form 6. This section should obviously be removed should it only be an appraisal for the property. The additional documents to support our covering letter will be our comparative market analysis, or CMA, our suburb flyover, and some links to properties and the overall property search using realestate.com. We'll show you how to utilise these features in further training videos.